What's going on, guys? We are back again with another deck profile. We are here with Rory Van Bolton with an undefeated first place. Marincess? Marincess deck profile. So, Rory, we'll talk about your rounds first. So, round one you had...
Round one I played Cade. He was on Trap Tricks. It was interesting. Game one, he opened the absolute nuts, and I managed to play through it with a triple tactics.
Nice.
Round two was Toby on Pearly, which I managed to stop him dead, and then he couldn't play through my stuff. He had a Book of Eclipse to stop my my first summon, and I had an Ash, so here's what it is. And then game three was versus the man behind the camera, Thomas. He was also on Pearly. You can watch the VOD on the channel. It was a good back and forth, but I eventually got out on top.
Yep.
Held a Book of Moon for like 3 turns. So,
awesome. Alright, well, let's jump into the deck, my guy.
Alrighty. We have 4 Marincess names. Fairly standard. 3 Tang, 3 Seahorse, 3 Springer. These are all the really standard ones. All of them are a link climb just off of the card itself up into a 4, and you get the wave search, so everyone runs 3 of these. If they don't, they're potentially very silly. Not too standard depending on who you are. I run 3 Pascal because I think it's just like such a good extender. It means if I open it and a Marincess name, I can summon it, and then if they go to book, I can still combo, which I like because there's a lot of book around, so it kind of plays around that. And it lets you get to a rank 4 of your choice. And the other one is just 2 Mandarin.
Over here because the glare's a little bit bad. That's better.
Yeah, 2 Mandarin because I'm on Desires and I don't want to banish it and then not have access to it. I'm not running Sleepy because it's a brick and you can't normal summon it. Both Past and Mandarin, you can actually get to a Link 4 off of just them if you're on Splash Mage in your extra deck, which I am. So they're not dead, but Sleepy is if you open it and nothing else. So that's all the names. 4 spells, 2 Dive, standard, 2 Ocean. Most people run 1, I like 2, because if you open it, then you don't have to search it in the combo, so I don't mind hard drawing it. The only other non-standard thing is 2 Wave. I think the card's broken. And if I don't see Pascalis, I can't return it to my hand. So I don't mind having 2 because I just think it is that good. Making your cards unaffected is just crazy. People not being able to interact with big cards hurts a lot of people, as proven by Pearly. So that's all the Marincess cards. The rest is just 2 Desires to draw more, and then everything is non-engine. So the non-engine I played was 3 Ash, best card.
I think Droll might be the best card, to be honest.
Droll's pretty good as well. This just hits everything. Vela and Imperms kind of to pair with Nib, so if they have a negate, I can still get the Nib through. It just crushes like anything rogue or whatever. Shout out to Germany, they got me rogue. And then the other ones, those are that like hand trap non-engine, and then I chose to play 3 book because it's really good this format, and then 3 triple attack because there was nothing else I really wanted to run. I'm not actually a big fan of running 3 of it because I kind of hate opening it sometimes. But it was good today, so maybe I'll go back on that and keep running it at 3. If you want, you could cut 1 and then like maybe the extra spell or trap and run something else. But
is this a clean 40?
It's clean 40.
Yeah.
So
what would you take? You take 1 tactics out. What would you put in?
If you wanted, you could probably take out a tactics, the extra wave and the extra ocean, and you could play 3 of anything else.
Yep.
You could be spicy, play Gozen or Rivalry main. Everything's Cyburst and water, so your deck doesn't get affected. You could play Droll main if you wanted. I played Droll on the side.
Yep.
So that's the main deck. Extra deck is fairly standard. 2 Slug, best 1 card. Angel, other 1 card, 2 of it. Lets you get to dive and everything. Best card in the extra deck, 2 Coral and Enemy. You don't need more than 2. You don't really need more than 2 of any of the names. You can recur them so easily. Anemone adds things back. Things like Pestilence can add things back. You got Marble Rock to add things back as well. So They're all perfect.
Yep.
Crystal Heart, Ocean, lets the thing be untargetable. That's the link 2s. Link
Yep.
3, Marble, it comes up, don't cut it. I thought about it one time, it's not a good idea. Adding things back is crazy. And if you're under draw, this is better than summoning third one. This searches your trapped wave and is the craziest follow-up ever, being able to banish from grave and summon links from grave up to the link rating of 3. Just insane. 2 big bosses, Argonaut and Bubble Reef. This one lets you draw cards and cycle into all the hand traps. That's why I like running so many hand traps in main.
Yep.
Argonaut is a really good when it's towers, big buff, unaffected. It's crazy. I summoned this like 3 times and it was so hard for anyone to out. Like, Thomas had a real hard time trying to get around the field spell while having an interaction up with this as well. It's just really tough to out if you get it. So
It is, yeah.
for the not Marincess, Zealantis, if you don't know the combo, the deck water locks, but not Cyburst lock. So whenever you lock yourself in the waters, you can summon Zealantis using anything. There was a time I got an Argonaut and I just went linked for Zealantis because it only needs 1 monster. And then its effective banishes everything and summons it all back. But because you're summoning them back and you're waterlocked, it doesn't summon back opponents' monsters if they're not waters. Very funny, lets you just kill people really quickly. Splash Mage, because as I said, it makes just everything so much easier. If you get hand trapped on a Tang or any of the other good names, this also means you can still get to your Link 4 easy, you don't have to stop on a 3. And then the 2, I wasn't too sure on these. I played Kragan because I think it's funny popping a Nib token and burning them for half. And Area because it's the only other good thing to play. You can cut these for Bahamut Toad. I might. I think Bahamut Toad actually would have come up a few times today. There were a good amount of times I had like the ability to go 2 4s for the Bahamut Toad. But it is what it is. These are still okay. This is better when there's more Toad in the format, but they were alright. Kraken's very funny, especially if you goes in them because it makes everything water.
Very cool. So that's the deck. Is there any shout-outs, my guy?
Shout out to Good Game, where we're at playing locals, fantastic place. Shout out to Thomas for doing a lot of work for the events themselves and for helping me film this deck profile. Fantastic. And letting me win in the final round, of course. We have a really good community around here at Ballarat, so shout out to everyone else that plays here. It's great, and hopefully everyone does well and goes to Worlds.
Cool. Cheers, brother.
Thank you.